Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our Sexual Contact with a Student Lawyer in St. Louis's website page. We have created this audio version of our website page to help you protect your future, freedom, and reputation. If you have been charged with sexual contact with a student or sexual assault in the state of Missouri, we can help you. Don't face the state and court system alone during your sexual contact with a student charge. Contact one of our sexual abuse criminal defense lawyers today at 314-900. Help to protect your rights and future. Regardless of the crime, we believe everyone is entitled to the best possible legal defense in the state of Missouri. Combs Waterkotte is committed to handling all sexual contact with a student criminal cases with care and understanding. We are not here to judge. We believe that everyone in Missouri, regardless of the crime they have been charged with, deserves an aggressive legal defense and to have their legal rights protected. With that being said, let's talk about being charged with sexual contact with a student in the state of Missouri. Sexual contact with a student lawyer in St. Louis. Protecting your reputation. Being charged with a sex crime, especially against a minor, can have devastating consequences for your personal and professional life, and can affect your future and freedom for the rest of your life. Combs Waterkotte knows that everyone is innocent until proven guilty. We are non-judgmental and always listen to what our clients have to say. If you're facing sexual contact with a student, charges in St. Louis, Missouri, call a Combs Waterkotte criminal defense attorney today. Sexual contact with a student, laws in St. Louis and Missouri. Sexual contact is defined in Missouri Revised Statute, Section 567.010, as touching another person's genitals or with the genitals or the breast of a female person, including touching through the clothing for the purpose of arousal. Don't face these accusations alone. Contact one of our sex crimes defense lawyers today at 314-900. Help to protect your rights and future. The sexual contact with a student laws in Missouri are set out in Revised Statute, Section 566.086. A person commits sexual contact with a student if they have sexual contact with a student and are a teacher, a student teacher, an employee of the school, a volunteer of the school or an organization working with the school, an elected or appointed official of the school district, an employee of a company contracted by the school or school district, or a coach, director, or other adult with a team or club. The law specifies that consent on the part of the student is not a valid defense and does not specify the age of the student. This means that sexual contact with a student is still a crime even if the student is 17, which is Missouri's age of consent. Sexual contact with a student is a Class E felony for first-time offenders. Under Missouri Revised Statute Section 557.021, a Class E felony is punishable by up to 4 years in prison or up to 1 year in county jail, and a fine of up to $10,000. Hire our St. Louis sexual contact with a student lawyers. Even being just accused or investigated of sexual contact with a student in St. Louis and Missouri has major consequences. You'll almost certainly be suspended from your job and possibly fired if the school district finds the claims to be well-founded. Friends and family may make assumptions before your day in court. But, at Combs Waterkotte, our sex crimes lawyers believe in the presumption of innocence, the idea that you are innocent until proven guilty. We know that there are two sides to every story, and events can be interpreted differently by different people. We are committed to listening to what you have to say and conducting a full investigation into the case. We'll look for evidence that doesn't add up, or evidence that may not be permissible in court because of how it was obtained or processed. We also know that sometimes people do things that they never imagined they'd do. We'll always seek to have your charges dismissed and are always ready to stand by you at trial. However, if the evidence is stacked against you, the American justice system still allows you the opportunity to seek the most favorable consequences possible. Through cooperation and remorse, we may be able to reduce your sentence or ask for leniency during sentencing. What Combs Waterkotte's Street Lewis sexual contact with a student lawyers can do for you. Whatever the nature of the allegations or the circumstances surrounding the alleged events, we know you're likely fearful for your reputation, freedom, and career. We develop a bespoke defense strategy for each of our defendants and always work to get the best possible resolution in your claim. All of our St. Louis sex crimes lawyers' advice will be based on our experience and knowledge of the law, but we will always allow you to make what you believe is the best decision for your future. Our services include comprehensive and personalized legal guidance, thorough examination of the evidence, skillful negotiations for favorable resolutions, and fearless representation in court if needed. Why choose us? Dedicated support throughout your case, ensuring the utmost confidentiality, proven success in handling similar cases, and tailoring strategies to your unique situation. What are the potential consequences of sexual contact with a student charges in St. Louis? Facing charges of sexual contact with a student can lead to serious consequences, including potential imprisonment, probation, or parole. In many cases, those convicted may also be required to register as sex offenders, which can have lifelong implications on where they can live and work. Loss of employment is common, and educators may also have their teaching licenses or certifications revoked. Moreover, accusations of this nature can severely damage one's personal and professional reputation, irrespective of the case's outcome. Restraining orders and no-contact orders may be issued, preventing any contact with the alleged victim or other minors. Your case is unique, so seeking immediate legal counsel from an experienced St. Louis criminal defense attorney is crucial to get the best possible outcome in your case. What to do if you've been accused of sexual contact with a student in St. Louis? If you've been accused of sexual contact with a student, it's crucial to take specific steps to protect your rights and ensure a fair legal process. Immediately contact a specialized St. Louis criminal defense attorney to guide you through the legal process. Exercise your right to remain silent and avoid discussing the case with anyone except your attorney. Do not tamper with or destroy any evidence. Work with your attorney to gather evidence that supports your defense. Be prepared for a potential criminal investigation and consult your attorney before speaking to law enforcement. If arrested, your attorney can help with bail and pretrial release. Refrain from discussing the case on social media to avoid statements being used against you. Follow your attorney's legal advice and strategy. Attend all court dates as required. Remember, you are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Discuss with your attorney whether to negotiate a plea deal or go to trial. Accusations can be emotionally challenging. Seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. Let our St. Louis, Missouri sexual contact with a student lawyers defend you. We know these accusations or charges have turned your life upside and created a sense of chaos. Combs Waterkotte can step in and provide a sense of stability, confidence, and calm in these trying times. If you've been accused of or charged with sexual contact with a student in St. Louis or anywhere in Missouri, call a Combs Waterkotte sex crimes lawyer today at 314-900-HELP or contact us online for a free, confidential, and non-judgmental consultation.